Hello again. I am Caner. I am with you with another video series. Guys, in this video series, I'll be talking about the perks in Emirates. Yeah, as a pilot, what kind of benefits do you get? I get lots of questions about these things. I decided to answer each of them. I want to make these videos as a tool for you. In each video, you will be hearing different things from me about the benefits. Don't forget, those are valid for 2023. All right, guys, let's don't waste time. Let's continue. Today's topic is housing allowance. It's a very tricky point. When you start working for Emirates, depending on the company needs, sometimes you are offered to have housing allowance and sometimes you are provided to a villa. So guys, it really depends when you are joining Emirates. It's really hard to make a guess. I'm gonna talk about it today. I'll give the pros and cons of each side and you can choose whatever suits you well. But don't forget, sometimes you don't have an option. But in general, if you buy a house in UAE or if you buy an apartment in UAE, you don't have to buy anything in Dubai. You can buy in other Emirates as well. You are entitled to get accommodation allowance. Accommodation allowance is fixed for first officer and the captains. They're so close to each other, but not the same. But if you are living in company provided accommodation, which is a villa, then in that case, you are entitled the same thing with the captain and first officer. It doesn't make any difference. You are both offered to a villa and you don't need to pay water bill, electricity, or for gas. Let's say when you join the company said that we don't have enough accommodation for you guys, you have to take the allowances. In that case, you are going to be offered, approximately speaking, for a first officer $4,200 per month and for captain $4,800. They are not exact, but you can make a rough estimation around this range. And then you can rent anything you want. You can rent one-bedroom apartment or you can rent a villa. It's totally up to you. The company just pays for you, and then rest should be done by you. You can pay extra money from your pocket and you can go and rent a penthouse, or you can go very cheap place, you can rent a studio, then you can save more, maybe 60% of your allowances, and you put your money back to your pocket. So this is totally up to you. But what I'm gonna say, right now, as of 2023, rents are really high in Dubai. As a family, if you have 2 kids, let's say, and then wife and husband, total 4, if you want to live in a villa, is extremely expensive. So I can assure you that you cannot get any villa close to Emirates accommodation standards with the money that Emirates is paying for you. So if you are a family and if you have kids, please consider to get a villa, since you cannot afford the same style villa with the money that you are getting from Emirates. But if you are a single guy and if you are coming to Dubai on your own, or if you are married with no kids, then you have an option. Should you go to a villa, which is a huge house where 4 bedroom is there, 6 toilets there, it's very difficult. You need to choose. For me personally, I lived in a villa for a year. It was headache for me. It is really difficult to maintain the villa. That time they were not paying us for accommodation allowance, so the only option for us was to buy an apartment or something, let's say. That's why I bought for myself and I started getting accommodation allowances. Then I bought myself 2-bedroom apartment in Dubai in a nice location. Then I started living in 2-bedroom apartment. Decision-making process should be like this. Oh, should I go in a nice location, a smaller house, or should I go a little bit worse location but bigger house? Because I'm 100% sure, I have friends, I know, I have real examples, that's why I'm talking as an FO. If you want to live in Dubai Marina, it's a nice location, 2-bedroom apartment, will consume all of your accommodation allowances right now. And also you can always, I will also put the link down, property finder, you can always go check what kind of, apartments, townhouse, villas you can rent or you can buy, and then you can make your mind. This is really important because accommodation in Dubai is extremely expensive. I must say that the one that once you get your accommodation allowance, it's enough for you to live in a nice location. That's how it is. But if you want to save money from these accommodation allowances, you need to go places like Sports City, Studio City, or Motor City. In a one-bedroom apartment, definitely you can save. But if you want to go to Dubai Marina, if you want to go to downtown, you will not be able to save anything. For me, I will tell my experience as well. I bought 2-bedroom apartment, and that was the best decision I have ever made because I catch the prices when it is down. Now the prices went up, and the good thing in Dubai, I left Emirates, but I rented my place out, and you get the payments 6 months in advance. So tenant pays you 6 months in advance, which is a great thing. So for me, Dubai is a great place to invest. There are hundreds of pilots that you will see, they will say Dubai is not a good place to invest. I disagree. As of now, in a year, I get my money back that I paid for down payment, big thanks to Emirates for that, and plus I'm getting some passive income from my place. So also I would like to mention how did I buy an apartment in Dubai. So basically I had my down payment. You need to have your down payment on your own, and then I deposited down payment and I took mortgage, and then Emirates started paying me accommodation allowances monthly basis, and then I used this money to pay off my mortgage. But I took my apartment with a 25 years loan. So what I did, I was using half of my accommodation allowance for the utilities and then for mortgage. The rest half was going directly into my pocket. And in 2 years, half of this, like $2,000 per month, I was able to put extra to my pocket. And in 2 years, let's say 24 months, $48,000, I get more money. What did I do? I originally paid $40 something as a down payment, and I get this down payment from the company. So I really compensated the money that I paid for. Right now, whatever I'm getting extra. So it's like a passive income for me because I take back all the money that I put in as a down payment. So you should literally think about it. Some pilots, unfortunately, they think, I don't understand how they think, but they are thinking very different way. I believe they are totally wrong, but you should make your financial calculations in a really logical way. All right, guys, I hope this video helped you a lot. If you still have further questions, please go down, send your comments. I will read each of them, then I can get back to you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying, what did I do? For me, it worked perfectly. But in that case, you might have different opinion. Of course, if you want to buy 10 million dirham villa, then you need to put down payment like 30%, 3 million dirham is almost like, 700,000-800,000 euros is a huge money. I understand your case. If you don't want to put that amount of cash down, or you don't have that amount of money, so you cannot afford for a villa. I understand, but you can always find a solution, and there is no single solution for everyone. You will think of it. I just wanted to record this video as a guidance for you. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. As usual, before I go, please don't forget to like my videos, subscribe my channel, and hit the bell button to get the notifications. See you in the another video. Bye bye.